B2 and C1, candidates need to write a response to a prompt. The prompt will specify what genre and text type is expected for the response. The table on the right shows the genres that are tested at these levels. Descriptive essay, discursive essay, argumentative essay, article, a magazine, or online, informal email or letter, formal email or letter, review, report. Let's start with essays. The target reader for an essay is usually a teacher or tutor. A good essay requires clear paragraphing and should use linking devices such as but, however, in spite of, nevertheless. The type of language used depends on the purpose and context. Essays are usually either neutral or formal in register. You will be asked to write 3 different types of essays: descriptive, discursive, and argumentative essays. A descriptive essay must have a title. Ideas should be arranged in a logical manner. The candidate should use a wide range of descriptive language. There should be a good use of adjectives and adverbs that make the description interesting to read. Discursive essays must include a title, introduction, body, and conclusion. Equal attention should be given to positive and negative points. The essay should be clearly organized into paragraphs. A discursive essay must include a conclusion in which the candidate expresses his or her own views on the topic. Candidates should use language of justification and agreeing and disagreeing. Argumentative essays should include a title, introduction, body, and conclusion. Ideas and supporting arguments should be clearly organized into paragraphs. The candidate should use the language of justification, agreement, and disagreement. In formal letters, the reader is likely to be either someone in a higher position of authority to the writer or someone who the writer does not know. The following opening and closing format should be used: Dear Mr. Brown, Mrs. Smith, Miss Carter, when the name is known, and has to end with a yours sincerely. Write, Dear Sir, Madam, when the name is not known, and then yours faithfully. In a formal letter, use a final sentence such as, I look forward to hearing from you. A formal register is used. Register and tone must be consistent. This includes using appropriate grammar, for example no contractions such as I'm or doesn't, and vocabulary, for example a dissatisfied with and not fed up with. Now, let's look at informal letters. The reader is likely to be a friend or a peer. The opening and closing structures should reflect the register, for example, Dear Tom, Hi Tom, and end with a bye, see you soon. Informal register is used. This means colloquial language and contractions can be used, but slang and formal language is inappropriate. Register and tone must be consistent. You may be asked to write an article for a newspaper, magazine, newsletter, or website. Articles must have a title or headline. They may have a subtitled subheading or start with a rhetorical question. Articles should be clearly organized into paragraphs, including an introduction, main body, and conclusion. Articles should include the writer's opinion and often be persuasive. The conclusion should sum up the main point of view that the writer wants to express. Articles should always be engaging, and the opening lines should catch the reader's interest. Articles often contain language of description, with examples and anecdotes. As articles should engage the reader, language should be varied and colorful. The register depends on the topic and target reader, and so can be informal or formal. Whatever register the candidate chooses to adopt must be used consistently throughout the article. When you write a review, it is usually for a reader of a magazine or website. Reviews are similar to articles with a headline title. Reviews should be clearly organized into paragraphs. There should be a description of the event, book, film, etc., and the writer's personal opinion should be clear. There should also be a recommendation to the reader. Descriptive language is essential, and a variety of adjectives and adverbs should be used. Language to express an opinion, with justification, should also be used. Reviews are generally friendly or semi-formal, so you should use contractions. An overly formal register would be inappropriate. The reader of a report is usually someone in a higher position of authority, such as a teacher, employer, or college principal. Reports should have a title explaining their purpose. They should be clearly organized into paragraphs and may include headings. Recommendations or suggestions are often made in the final paragraph. Language should be formal and impersonal, because the information presented is based on facts and not opinion. Any suggestions or recommendations should be based on factual information. Now listen to your teacher and follow the instructions carefully. Learn a lot of useful vocabulary and expressions together with the grammar for your level. Remember, practice makes perfect.